Maddison can't get there. Hudson-Odoi, foul. No, it's over! It's over! Leicester City land the FA Cup for the first time in their history. Irish eyes are smiling for Brendan Rodgers, but this will go down, Stuart Robson, as the Tielemans Cup final.
Absolutely. We said they'd come on stronger in the second half, and that's exactly what they did. They played with more urgency, they pressed the ball higher up the field until they went 1-0 up. And Tielemans, in the first half, he didn't affect the game. In the second half, he was much better, and what a strike that was. And great management from Brendan Rodgers. He's done brilliantly with this Leicester side, and he made 2 world-class saves.
Brendan Rodgers has put the Foxes on this historic roll of honour. The Thai ownership, with the tragic events of a couple of years ago, even more committed, and the players have done them proud. Wes Morgan came on to be a part of it against all the odds. And yes, Leicester are above Chelsea in the league table, but in terms of FA Cup achievements, they're nowhere near them. But now they've become the 44th different name on this trophy. And what a dramatic way to do it. Ben Chilwell, of course, had the goal disallowed right at the end. VAR has played a part. But Leicester City, their day. Chelsea 0, Leicester 1.
Well, what drama, what extraordinary second half drama. Youri Tielemans with, well, we saw the top 10 FA Cup final goals at half-time. That's going straight in, isn't it? Wonderful hit from Tielemans. As Martin said, the Tielemans Cup final, but Clive with VAR involved as well. Chelsea fans going through every emotion. What an astonishing second half.
A quite incredible second half. It was a game, a FA Cup final, that had everything. A slow start. Chelsea were the better in that first period, but Leicester City and Brendan Rodgers and the way that his team grew into the game, and what a spectacular winner. A magnificent strike from Tielemans, worthy of winning any cup final, and the first time that Leicester City have won this magical trophy.
5th time lucky for sure, and what a display. It will almost get lost in amongst the drama at the end, but what a display from Kasper Schmeichel. 2 wonderful saves towards the end.
Yeah, 2 quite brilliant saves. One down to his right-hand side, right at the post, and then a beautifully struck half volley that he palmed away at full stretch with his left. Brilliant goalkeeping.
And look at these scenes as well, in front of a crowd of all things. Yes, a crowd at a football match, a crowd at the cup final. And the Leicester fans, of course, staying behind to enjoy every moment.
This is for real, isn't it? This is what football is about. The relationship between these players, their supporters. This victory, fantastic.
Absolutely. And of course, sympathies go to Chelsea, but when you see what it means to a club like Leicester, it somehow makes the whole thing feel all the more special, doesn't it?
Well, it is special. It's special for that man. It's special for the supporters. It's very, very special to those players. You can see how happy he is, and rightly so. Wonderful performance from the captain, Schmeichel. Maddison played his part coming on late on, as he did in the semi-final. I felt that was a clever substitution from Brendan Rodgers.
And for Brendan Rodgers as well, after this fantastic season of achievement, of Champions League right in view, and how big that game seems now between them again in this coming week. But silverware is what it's about, and for him to pick up this famous old trophy is so special for him too, Clive.
Yeah, goes down in history, and you can see the emotions are running high. The disbelief on some of those Leicester City supporters' faces, but they're going to enjoy it. It's no place to be, Wembley, when you're, and I've experienced it myself, when you've lost. You just want to get out of there as quick as you can. It is all about the winners.
Huge smile. He still can't quite believe it, Brendan Rodgers. coach that started at Chelsea and expressed beforehand how much that club still meant to him, so of course he'll have sympathy. But there is the man of the moment, Youri Tielemans. A quiet first half, and he's not known particularly as a goal scorer. That's not why he's in the side, but it was a strike of pure quality. And let's not forget as well, in terms of the VAR, it went Leicester's way there as well. Ayoze Perez with the block that hit him on the arm, but the goal stood. And then of course the Chelsea goal late on didn't stand, and Leicester will feel that fortune was smiling on them, and maybe someone was looking down on them as well, Clive.
Yes, I think you know, they've deserved their victory today. It is a wonderful, wonderful atmosphere with the supporters, with the players, certainly with the boss and with the people who own the club. It really has been a special, special moment for him and his club.
And everyone watching around the world, and all of us are fans. We've been in that situation. Not all of our clubs have won the FA Cup, but you know what that emotion feels like, and just to see it on the faces of other fans means a great deal, certainly to me watching on, and I know it will to you wherever you're watching us here. Just to see fans, to see these scenes, and to see the joy and the emotion, and of course a different kind of emotion for Chelsea fans today, but you just want to take a little part of this and then go forward with it. And we know that soon we'll be back with full stadia and these emotions all the time.
Dave, it's the greatest cup competition in the world, and it never fails to disappoint. It is absolutely incredible, quite magical, and we've seen evidence of that once again today. The magic of the FA Cup.
And for those cynics who say that it's often played out between the traditional big clubs these days, well, a win for Leicester, who have become a big club, of course, with achievement and investment, but having tried 4 times and having lost, it feels so special to them. Their fans who've watched them for years probably can't quite believe they're watching on. I wonder what Bobby Roberts is feeling now. We heard from him before the game as well. 4 times previously they've been asked and they've come up short, but on the 5th time of asking, Leicester City do it with one of the famous FA Cup final goals, a glorious strike from Youri Tielemans, and now that makes it feel real. There is the grand old trophy that soon will be in the hands of Leicester City. Take a big deep breath, all of you, and just soak up every single moment of this. Let's get back for the presentation to Stuart, and first of course to Martin.
The Leicester players are still, I think, Stuart, disbelief. The scenes at the final whistle. I mean, we see lots of celebrations, trophies won, lots of big games, but this was a group that represented the history of the football club, and didn't they know it?
Absolutely. Complete joy, great emotions out there, brilliant scenes, running to their fans that saw them win the title, the Premier League 5 years ago. They haven't won much else over the years, but today they stuck in there. They did play at their best in the first half. They were outplayed, I thought, by Chelsea, but they showed great character. The manager made 1 or 2 good substitutions. Albrighton, who came on in the first half, had to come on in the first half, played well. And Castagna, you have to give him credit. He played at right-sided centre-half, he played at right wing-back, he played at left wing-back. They all played their part in an excellent victory.
And Chelsea come second for a second successive season. It's not been a great week for them. Another 1-0 defeat after their loss at home to Arsenal. And don't forget, they play each other again, these two, on Tuesday. Revenge will be in their minds. Ben Chilwell will want to have a look at that VAR call. And that would have been a totally different story. A former Leicester player equalising and snatching maybe the trophy from the grasp of his old mates.
Well, it just added to the drama, didn't it? The Chelsea players were going mad, the Chelsea fans were going mad. They thought they'd equalise with a couple of minutes to go, but it wasn't to be, just offside.
Well, those are the two. Tielemans with a stunning shot, and Kasper Schmeichel with 2 saves. to just remind everyone that he is Kasper Schmeichel, not son of Peter Schmeichel, although he is, if you see what I mean. The togetherness, the harmony, the investment and recruitment has been done with real insight. And they have in Brendan Rodgers a manager with a strong belief in the right way to win football matches. And they've done it the right way here. Yeah, you do need a bit of luck to win an FA Cup. Maybe they had that in the first half, but Jamie Vardy in the middle of it all. Vardy and the rest of them are going to have a party, at least on the pitch. They'll have to start thinking about Tuesday earlier than they would want to. But you do get a trophy for winning this one.
Oh yeah, Nacho, he played his part, didn't he, in getting Leicester to the final. He wasn't probably at his best today, but he scored that all-important goal in the semi-final against Southampton. Everybody at Leicester has played their part. Soyuncu had a very difficult first half, was excellent in the second half.
Yeah, restraint in certain challenges where anything a little more impetuous would have maybe damaged Leicester. So His Royal Highness will have enjoyed that from a neutral perspective, an Aston Villa perspective. Maybe from the West Midlands you take a different view of the East Midlands, where Leicester City of course come from. It's a royal occasion, a right royal occasion for these players. And they recognise the man behind it all, the brains of Brendan. There's talk of other clubs wanting to take him. Why would he leave?
Well, he can't leave at the moment because he's done a magnificent job at Leicester. They've got great harmony, well, they seem to have. He's got a group of players that I think are getting better and better. And I don't think we saw the best of them today. I've seen them play much better this season. But when it mattered, they just had that character, didn't they?
Yeah, they're not a team known for gritty wins, are they? And yet that's just what they've supplied here today. But took a glorious goal. 140th FA Cup final. You won't find too many better than that in the previous 139.
Well, that was the difference between the two sides. Remember, in the first half, Timo Werner probably had the ball in the same area on 2 or 3 occasions and missed his shot, or had it blocked by Fofana. Tielemans runs onto it, hits it from a long way out, and as soon as he struck that, he knew it was going into the back of the net.
And Kasper Schmeichel repelled what followed with the help of some mass defending, but not desperate defending.
Well, actually, when you see the saves again, probably the first one was even better than the second.
The touch onto the post from Chilwell.
Yeah, probably didn't give him enough credit for that one. It looked as though it came off the post, but he got the slightest of touches on it. It would have gone in off the post into the net, but no, he got a great touch on it.
Well, of course, with the COVID protocols, it's a different presentation. No Wembley steps to climb, but the medals are just as special. It's help yourself time for the likely lads from Leicester. They have just won themselves one of the great prizes in the world game. And Mason Mount will have another loser's medal to take home and probably not look at. But these are moments that come along so rarely, and for Leicester City it's unique. We've been hammering into you all day that they'd never won it before. 4 finals, 49, 61, 63 and 69, 52 years. And Wes Morgan, I didn't even put him in my notes, Stuart. He's not played for such a long period of time, but he's out there and he's done his bit. And there is another Schmeichel in the history of this wonderful competition. Kasper Schmeichel, superb today for splendid Leicester City. his club becomes the 44th different name on the FA Cup. And they've beaten Chelsea so dramatically to do so. The FA Cup goes to Leicester City at long last. Well, you mentioned, Stuart, about they are a big club now. It could have looked a fluke 5 years ago winning the league. It was an extraordinary season. The other bigger clubs took their eye off the ball, really, and Leicester punished them for it. But they've built for more, and today they've got more.
They certainly have. When you look back at those old clips we were watching before the game of them losing to Manchester City all those years ago, they weren't a big club then. They were a middle of the table, first division club as it was. But they have been brilliant, haven't they, over the last few years. Different managers, have to give credit to Pearson, who kept them up. Obviously Claudio Ranieri, they won the title with, and now with Brendan Rodgers. What a great moment this is for these players and this club and the fans that turned up today.
Well, the final thought, yeah, there are winners and losers, and such proud winners here as they're entitled to be. Leicester City and Chelsea have accepted the defeat sportingly. But above all else, the game of football has benefited so much. It's a massive step to bringing back the crowds, to getting to close to full stadia again, to give the game full throttle back to the watching world. But Leicester City found full throttle here today, and Jamie Vardy has got himself through every round in the past. This was a hurdle that not only his club hadn't climbed, but he hadn't climbed. He's done that. And the only hard part for Leicester is, hey lads, you got Chelsea again on Tuesday, and it matters. There might be £40 million at stake getting into the Champions League. I hope you've enjoyed our coverage. From Stuart Robson and myself, Martin Tyler, until the next time, from a very, very exciting FA Cup final, goodbye to you all.
Yeah, Leicester's day. Our thanks to Stuart and to Martin. And they're going through one by one, or occasionally two by two, and all having their moment, their picture taken with the cup. This, Clive, is the moment that every footballer dreams of.
Yeah, magical moment for all of those players, all those associated with Leicester City Football Club. Congratulations to them, thoroughly deserved. Just wonderful to feel and sense the celebrations and the atmosphere within Wembley Stadium.
Fantastic. Vardy leading the celebrations once the cup had been lifted. Did you see that the top came flying off as well? I wonder if the silversmiths that we heard from at half-time will be busy again, and this is a lovely moment to finally they get the top man involved.
Yeah, they've been calling for him, I think, for quite a while since the game had finished, but, you know, quite wonderful for him, his family and the football club.
Yeah, these are lovely scenes. It's such an emotional story, but such a feel-good story, and heaven knows we need those at the moment. He's not going anywhere, is he, Brendan Rodgers? Surely he will embrace the challenges of next season and stay with Leicester as they continue to fly.
Dave, you might have just heard him say, finally, finally, Leicester City have won the FA Cup. In memory of his father, I'm sure. Quite magnificent.
Youri Tielemans is very emotional, you can see that. Why wouldn't he be? He's just scored the winner in the FA Cup final, and these are pictures that will go all around the world, and ones that will never be forgotten as they lift the trophy to the skies. They know where this journey began, and they know what's behind it all. It's just fantastic, this.
Sensational, it really is.